They say the wind in northern Iceland carries voices, not the sound of storms, but whispers of those who froze long ago. And if you listen too long, it whispers your name back. Eileen never believed that story. She grew up hearing it from her grandmother, an old woman who burned fish oil to keep spirits away. But Eileen had moved away, to Reykjavik, to warmth, to light, until a letter came. Your grandmother is gone. Come back to Kaldsvik. She left something for you. Kaldsvik, the village hidden between black cliffs and the endless snow. A place where sun rarely rose in winter, where even the church bell had rusted silent. Eileen returned on the last bus before the storm. She carried nothing but a small suitcase and memories she didn't want. The driver refused to go beyond the old bridge. He said the road was cursed after dark. She laughed, alone in the snow, and walked the rest of the way. The houses looked empty. Only her grandmother's cabin still had smoke rising from the chimney. But when she entered, the air felt wrong, too still, too heavy. On the wall hung a cracked mirror. Its frame was carved with runes she couldn't read, and beneath it a note written in her grandmother's trembling hand. Do not look into it after midnight. Eileen frowned. Superstition, that's all it was. She placed the note aside and unpacked. But as the clock struck 12, the wind began to howl outside. The windows rattled like someone knocking to be let in. And then she heard it, a faint voice from inside the mirror. Welcome home, Eileen. She turned. The reflection moved before she did. Morning brought silence. No birds, no footprints outside. Eileen walked to the neighbor's house, the Jonssons. Doors unlocked, breakfast half-eaten, chairs still warm, but nobody inside. On the table, frost patterns shaped like hands. Small hands. She hurried to the church. Its door hung open. Inside, candles still burned, though no one had lit them. A single word was scratched into the altar wood. Stay. Eileen's breath fogged. Something moved behind her. A shadow, but no sound. She ran back to the cabin. The mirror waited. Now frost crawled across its surface like veins. Her phone had no signal, no radio, no light, only the mirror shining faintly blue. When she touched it, she saw the village, but not as it was. As it had been, full of people, laughing, living. Then, one by one, their faces froze solid. Ice cracked through their eyes, and her reflection whispered, night again. A shape moved outside the window. Tall, slow, watching. Eileen shouted, Who's there? The shape turned. A pale man, skin white as bone, eyes black as coal. He smiled. You look like her, he said through the glass. The storm rose, swallowing his voice. When she blinked, he was gone. She found footprints leading to the fjord. They ended at the frozen water. No return prints. At the cabin door lay a bundle of old papers. Her grandmother's diary. Inside, one entry circled in red ink. The mirror is not a mirror. It's a door, and he's waiting. Who was he? Eileen turned each page. The ink froze under her fingers. The last line read, When the blue light appears, never answer it. The room glowed blue. The mirror pulsed like a heartbeat. Her reflection moved again. Come closer, it whispered. Eileen stepped forward. Frost climbed her arm where her hand touched the glass. For a moment, she saw beyond, a world of ice and faces trapped beneath the surface. They looked alive. Their eyes moved. A woman pressed her palm from inside. Eileen gasped. It was her grandmother. Leave, child, before he finds you. The mirror cracked. From within the fractures, mist poured out, cold as death. A figure stepped through. The pale man. No footprints, no breath. He whispered, You opened it. Now you belong. Eileen screamed. Everything went black. When she woke, snow had filled the cabin. The fire was dead, the mirror gone. Outside, the village looked frozen mid-moment. Doors open, tools dropped. People still standing, eyes of ice. Eileen ran to the church. Inside, her grandmother's body sat upright in the pews, perfectly preserved. A mirror shard clutched in her hand. On the floor, more writing scratched with frost. Break the glass, break the curse. Eileen gathered the shards, pressing them together. Each one reflected her face slightly different, older, colder, smiling. The wind screamed. Voices rose, dozens now, all whispering her name. She smashed the pieces. Light exploded. When it faded, the village was gone. Only endless snow. Weeks later, rescue teams found nothing but empty ground. No houses, no graves, no footprint. But travelers still claim that on certain nights, when the aurora dances low, a woman's shadow walks across the ice. They say she hums softly, a lullaby no one remembers. And if you follow the sound, you'll find a mirror camera buried in the snow. Touch it and you'll see her face, still smiling. Years passed. Tourists came, searching for the ghost village of Kalsvik. Most returned with stories of strange echoes and frozen camera batteries. But one drone video leaked online. It showed ruins beneath the ice and a single house standing intact. In the window, a woman waved. She looked straight at the camera. Her name tag read Iceland. The video ended with a whisper on the mic. "Do you hear the wind?" The screen turned blue, and for a second, the reflection smiled.